All right, so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the 0 to 100s that you should use, what characters you should use them for, right? So the 7 that I would use mine for if I was starting out brand new and I wanted as much of a good start as possible to help all of my other characters and the current one is do the EXP link skills first, right? So we're going to do Aaron, we're going to do Mercedes, we're going to do Evan first. Aaron, out of the 3, you're going to do last. So you're going to do Mercedes or Evan first, then you do Aaron. Real quick, I'll go over what link skills are as well. So basically, every character has a specific skill. It's called My Link Skill. To open up the menu, you get this at level 10. You just double click the link manager. It's in the first tab. It'll open up this menu. So you have your own skill. You get this benefit no matter what. And you can give it to other characters and you can level it up. So at level 70, you will be able to give it to other characters and it'll be level 1. To get it to level 2, you have to be level 120. To get it to level 3, you have to be level 210 on the character, right? So like some of these, as you see, are level 3. Some of them are level 2. So that means they're 120 characters plus or they're 210 characters plus. I'm going to make a separate video going over how I would use the 0 to 100 as efficiently as possible from getting them from 0 to 100 and this whole event and everything. I'm going to go over exactly how I would do that to get them from 0 to 210 as fast as humanly possible. Or in the best way as possible, right? So that'll be a separate video. But Aaron, Mercedes, Evan first. Then I would do Laura. Basically what Laura does is gives you damage against normal monsters. I'll go over the Aaron, Evan, Mercedes one as well. This one gives you combo kill EXP, right? So whenever you get a combo kill, which is every 50 things you kill in a row, and it says like 50 combo, you get that little orb, gives you extra XP. That's what that is. This just gives you additional EXP, just permanently, right? So it's really helpful. So when you activate a rune, you know how you get the double XP on the top right that lasts for like 2 minutes or something? This increases that by 70%, so your double XP lasts 70% longer, which is very helpful. Phantom Instinct just gives you crit rate, which is extremely helpful, especially in the beginning. You ideally want to get to 100 as fast as possible. It'll take a while, but yeah, crit rate, really good. This gives you increased damage, and then this one also gives you increased damage. So I would do these 7 first, which is it's Aaron, Mercedes, Laura, Phantom, Evan, Arc, and Ilium. Those are the 7 I would use. And what I'm doing, just so I can be very just so I can record it for myself and for just to use as in general, I'm using this Legion guide. So I would highly recommend using this. This will help you more than just who to use your 0 to 100 on. This is going to help you get your Legion up to 8 to 10k, and is going to tell you exactly what to do. So I would very much recommend this. I could make a separate video if you want going over this. If you do, just leave it if you want me to, just leave it in the comments below. But this isn't mine, by the way. I didn't make this. ohlunar and OHAdele made it. So thank you. Props to you guys. This is super helpful. What I would do here, and what I'm currently doing, is I'm jotting down everything that I have to level up characters fast, right? So I have 7 0 to 100s. I have 3 burns. You might have 2. You might have 1. I have 1 hyper burn, which we all have, right? So I'm figuring out who I want to use it with, and I'm tracking it on here. Because this is going to tell you the order to level these characters up. For the sake of 0 to 100, you're not going to follow the order. You're going to do all the ones I said to do first, right? So all of the ones I said, the 7 that I said, you're going to do those first. Then you follow the order. But what I'm doing is I'm seeing here which ones are slow, which ones are medium, which ones are fast leveling speed. And I'm putting down what I'm using on who, right? So I'm 0 to 100ing the Phantom, the Evan, the Arc, the Aaron, the Laura, the Mercedes, the Ilium, right? And I'm going to Burninator. I don't know who I'm going to Burninator, but let's say, for example, I was to Burninator Marksman and Bowmaster, then I would put Burninator here, and I just have it just so I know, right? Just so I figure out where I'm using the resources that I have, and I'm using them efficiently. This is the example for a newer player, what you would do. I wouldn't Burninator these ones. Honestly, if I was new, just starting, I would Burninator Evan and Mercedes. What Burninator does, just so you know, is it gets you from 10 to 149 faster. So you level up twice for every time you level. You level up an extra 2 times. So if you were to level from 10 to 11, you'd get to 13, right? So it levels you up way faster. So I would Burninator, Evan, and Mercedes. And personally, if I'm not Burninatoring them, or if I am, I wouldn't 0 to 100 them too, just because I feel like you could use that somewhere else. So like if you were to Burninator these two, I'm just going to put burn here. If you were to Burninator those two, I don't know what just happened, but it's fine. If you were to Burninator those two, I wouldn't 0 to 100 these two. I would put the 0 to 100s on two other ones that are really good. So like, let's say Demon Avenger is also a really good link skill that I would recommend. I would 0 to 100 Demon Avenger. Kana is also really good. These ones are very easy to level up, so if you want to use them on harder ones, you could just go in here and you could look up the medium and the slow ones and make sure you do all the medium and slow ones first. Demon Avenger and Kana both have good link skills, but they are very easy to level up from 0 to 100 by themselves. So I wouldn't necessarily do it, but this is just an example, right? So you'd burn Evan and Mercedes. Then you could use the two 0 to 100s on different characters, and you could pick between any of the slow to mediums. I would recommend doing probably honestly, I would just do Demon Avenger and Kana, just because they have very good link skills. They are quick to level to 100, but they do have very good link skills. And right now, any character is going to be a lot faster just because there's an event going on. You could do Ho Young as well. So Demon Avenger, Kana, or Ho Young are your three options. The Ho Young ability, basically, it gives you ignore enemy defense and plus 14% damage against enemies with 100% HP. So it's helpful for the first hit to help you one-shot enemies. And then Kana is Elementalism, which just gives you 10% damage. Demon Avenger gives you Wild Rage, which also gives you plus 10% damage. So I would actually definitely do Demon Avenger and Kana. I would not do Ho Young. But that's how I'm going about it. I'm just writing it down here, and I'm putting it on a sticky note so I know exactly what I have and how I'm going to use it. That's a newer person's example. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it for me. I have 4600 Legion at the moment. So I'm in the 4th stage, and it says the stage right here. So whatever Legion you're at, I would check that stage and the one before just to make sure you've made all those characters. I would probably just check them all anyways, but this is like messing up. There we go. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm also trying to figure out what my second main is going to be, because the second main is getting hyperburned. So I'm figuring out what my second main is going to be, and then I'm figuring out what characters are slow to level in the stage that I'm at, and I'm using my 0 to 100s on those. So Dawn Warrior 0 to 100, Nightwalker I already have done, Battle Mage 0 to 100, Dual Blade 0 to 100, Fire Poison Magician, Corsair. These are all 0 to 100 because these are the slowest to level, right? So that's going to use my 7. The ones that I'm burning are either going to be characters that I want to play or a character that's also slow, right? So I'm going to Burninator Blaze Wizard because they are a medium in terms of leveling speed. I'm burning Shadower as well. They are a medium to level, and I just happen to be in this spot, but I want to play Shadower. So I'm either going to Hyperburn Shadower or I'm going to Burninator Shadower. It depends on which one I choose. My options to play for a second main are Buccaneer, Shadower, Thunderbreaker, Wind Archer. Whichever ones I Hyperburn, or whichever one, I'm going to Burninator one of them, right? But the 0 to 100 is pretty simple. Just use them on whatever section you're in, the slowest ones or the medium ones if you run out of slow ones. And it'll just help you progress faster. Because like if we're looking at this, this tells you what order to do them in. Usually the easier ones will be first, right? So you're going to do all the easier ones. Let's say you get the Magician Fire Poison, which is you have already 0 to 100. You just skip that. Then you do Kane normally. Then you skip Battle Mage because you 0 to 100 it. Then you skip Shadower because you burned it. You skip Dual Blade because you 0 to 100. You do Kadena because it's a fast one. Angelic Buster, you have there's an event for Angelic Buster right now, so it's going to be really easy to do as well. Kinesis sucks. I would probably 0 to 100 Kinesis. If I didn't already do it, I would definitely put this as a 0 to 100, just for anybody in this section. But yeah, that's how I'm doing it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will be making a video going over how I would go from 0 to 210 on my link skills as efficiently as possible. So if you do want to see that, feel free to let me know in the description down below.